something on your mind anytime, I'm here to listen. Sister Talk. When you need someone who understands, I know what you're missing. Sister Talk. No matter what you're going through, don't worry, I ain't going nowhere. Sister Talk. If you ever feel alone, say the word, I'll be right there. Sister Talk. Sister, 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 sister talk, sister, 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 sister talk, sister, 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 sister talk, sister. Ooh, sister talk.
Lorelei, what are you going to sing?
I'm going to sing Because by the Beatles.
Okay, and who's your guitar player?
This is Edward.
Hello, my name is Edward Manvalian.
Thank you for appearing on Sister Talk. Okay, so we're ready. We're ready to hear your lovely voice. I heard you practicing also.
Thank you.
Okay.
It turns me on because the world is round. Oh, because the wind is high, it blows my mind. Because the wind is high. Oh, love is all, love is new. Love is all, love is you. Because the sky is blue, it makes me cry. Because the sky is blue.
That was so, so beautiful. That is so beautiful. I find that a lot of artists, and I've met artists who have who moved to Europe and Japan, and they decided to stay there because they feel as if the art is appreciated more over there than here. Why is that? You want to?
It's a part of the culture to, first of all, I would say in my experience of traveling, as people age, they respect the aging process. They respect the fact that you've endured. They're not as youth conscious as the United States.
As Hollywood?
Well, it's not just Hollywood, it's the whole country is very much caught up in a much faster paced, disposable kind of approach to whatever's popular. It'll last for a moment and then they're on to something else. Whereas in other countries, particularly Europe and Japan, in my experience, they have just much more reverence for real quality. And they don't think about is it the hip thing for the moment.
Right. See, I find that so odd because when I talked to you upstairs, and the reason why how you told me you got into singing is because of your parents and so forth. And I find that a lot of artists here, they do recognize the singers that came before them. But I want to get into how did you really get started into singing?
Well, it was also my sisters. Although they're not singers, they were in the entertainment industry. My oldest sister, Marcia, was in Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, and she did a lot of those 70s movies that exposed me, because my father took us to the set. And so I could see what that was, and she was so beautiful and also a dancer. She and my sister Dana danced at the Met when they were teenagers with Leontine Price.
Oh, wow.
So I wanted to be like my big sisters, and I was dancing and taking acting, but singing just stuck with me. I started singing folk music, and then from there got exposed to rock and roll and blues, jazz, you know, because my father played everything in the house. He had a school here where he met and trained Harry Belafonte, Sidney Poitier, Sammy Davis Jr., he knew Charlie Parker. So this music thing was just around us.
You were saying during our break, Lorelei, that you think today's generation is more colorblind because back in the day, back before my day, that they used to, like the Temptations, couldn't put themselves on the cover of their album. They had to put an apple, a cartoon character, or somebody Caucasian. You know, but now, does that matter? I'm asking all.
No, it doesn't matter now.
What I was saying is that, again, because I have a teenager, I'm somewhat in touch with what these younger people are influenced by. They're international because of the internet. My son loves Japanese music. He's always finding new Japanese artists. He loves the culture. But it's because of the exposure to the internet that he's able to see what's out there. I've seen more black kids listening to rock and roll. They know the songs, they know the artists, just like a lot of white kids listen to hip hop. So they've come through a lot more integration. There's a lot more interracial marriages that have resulted in mixed children. So everybody's mixing with everybody. And that's had a big influence, I think, on what they buy, what they listen to, what they look at, what they want to emulate, and so on.
I want to ask all three of you all, has technology changed the music industry or vocalist, period?
Absolutely.
Okay. Is that good or bad, though? Yeah.
Well, that's all a matter of opinion. For me, being that I've been very much influenced by the old school artists since I've worked with so many of them, there's a quality to the uniqueness that they grew up on. They were trying their best to distinguish themselves from one group to the other, singers from one singer to the other. And in my opinion, what happened is after the video age came in, executives at record companies got very nervous about how they were going to sell, what they were going to sell, and they wanted to sign things that sounded like things that were already selling. And so we've got duplicates of the same style, the same look, the same voices over and over and over again, as opposed to in earlier days, people really wanted to be different. Now, there are some that are young that are coming up that have that approach, in my opinion. Christina Aguilera, John Legend, Alicia Keys. These are people that are trying to come back to the roots of really something unique and of quality.